Welcome back to my video. In this video, I am going to continue with the Meghalaya D.EL.ED entrance test question paper from question 37 till 50. So this is the last part of question paper which came in 2020 D.EL.ED exam. Question 37. I do not mince my words. Do not mince my words means to speak bluntly or to speak directly without any concern or without any hesitation. So option D is the correct answer, none of the above. Question 38. How are concave mirrors used? Concave mirrors are used in headlights, also in telescope, also in microscope. So all of these are the correct answer. And convex mirror, convex mirror are used. Mirror are used in rear view, mirror, as a rear view mirror in car. As a rear view mirror in car. Question 39. You want to ensure participation of more students in class. Which of the following methods of teaching would you adopt? Demonstration method. Question 40. Which is the APEC institution involved in the planned and coordinated development of the teacher education system in the country? National Council for Teacher Education. So option C, NCTE, that is National Council for Teacher Education. Option C is correct answer. Question 41. If you want to develop cooperation and team spirit in students, which activities would you propose? Project work. Option C is the correct answer. Usually, project work used to do by a team, by a team member, by a group of people. So option C is the correct. Question 42. What is the main purpose of punishment of the student? Why teacher usually punish student? They usually punish the student in order to bring them back to form, that is to reform the offender. Option C is the correct answer. Question 43. What makes an adolescent revolt against the authority? Because they want recognition and independence of thoughts and actions. So option B is the correct answer. Question 44. Which of the following informal assessment tools would be most useful for documenting a primary learner's ability to perform specific skills? A rating skill. Option B is the correct answer. Question 45. A class 1 teacher is planning an arts activity in which students will explore texture. Which of the following activities would best foster students' understanding of this visual art concept? Crayon rubbing. Option C is the correct answer. Question 46. In a grade 3 class, each student stands on a large sheet of graph paper while a partner creates an outline of the student's foot by tracing around it. Students then count the number of squares inside each outline. Which mathematical concept would this activity help students understand? Area. Question 47. Which of the following animals is classified as a vertebrate animal? Vertebrate animals are those animals which have backbones. So option B is the only option. That is pigeon. Pigeon is the only option here which have backbone. That is option B is the correct answer. Question 48. In a class of early learners, which of the following would be the teacher's best strategy for developing fine motor skills required for writing? Option B is the correct answer. Engaging children in activities such as finger plays and playing with interlocking blocks and beads. So option B is correct answer. Question 49. We calculate average marks of a student in the way as we calculate arithmetic mean. Option B is the correct answer. Question 40. Pedagogy is the study of teaching methods. Option D is the correct answer. So with this, I already finished 50 question in 3 parts. So if you haven't watched the previous part, so please watch part 1 and part 2. Thank you and stay tuned.